All right, welcome back, everyone. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. I bring you a new channel called Mr. Porter. Today, I think we're going to get him over 1,000 subscribers. This guy does very good work. He's fairly new, and I really do like his work. I do have one criticism, though. In one of the videos, he says that this is not a stop and ID state. I have said that before. I have made that mistake. Dave McCrae, the author of Rise of the Oathbreakers, pointed out to me how that actually hurts the people, because in reality, what is a stop and ID state? Does anybody know which ones are stop and ID states? The answer is there are no stop and ID states. It's a misnomer. That is just jargon. It's police talk so that people could think that they have to ID. See, they come out with propaganda like Back the Blue, because if they were on the up and up, who would really need propaganda to make you look good, right? Obviously, these guys create slogans, propaganda, whatnot. I wonder who's the one getting paid to make those. Anyhow, they create these types of terminologies so that people can think that they have to abide by certain policies or whatnot, but they don't. Stop and ID state is a misnomer. It does not exist. There is no stop and ID state. Let's remember it.
Nope. Keeps them honest.
You might be chill, man. Don't hold the camera like that. Come on, man. I hate people who do that stuff.
Nope.
How we doing, officer?
How y'all? I like the flags.
Thank you, sir. Sorry if I was standing in the road a bit.
So what's the deal with the sign?
I don't like Larry Hogan, in case you couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell at all.
I'm a little bit reserved with my opinions. A little bit on the guarded side.
What's the party? Yeah, I got an extra flag. Just hurt my arm. We're getting all the love out here, sir.
I think it's freedom of speech. But can I have your ID so I can...
What reasonable, articulable suspicion do you have that I committed a crime that I should require to identify myself in the state of Maryland? It's not a stop and ID state. I haven't committed a crime.
I'm a uniformed officer asking for your ID.
This is not a stop and ID state. You have no RAS that I committed a crime. I will not ID because I don't legally have to.
You do legally.
No, I don't. It's not a stop and ID state. You don't suspect me of committing a crime. You have no probable cause to believe I committed a crime. So you can't ask me to identify unless you have RAS that a crime occurred, is occurring, or is going to occur.
I believe he is right, sir.
No, I'm telling you, it's not a stop and ID state, and I've gone through this. I've been doing this every day for 6 weeks. Do you know how many different officers and state's attorneys, including your state's attorney, I've already dealt with?
What state's attorney?
Your state's attorney for your county, Worcester County, Worcester, whatever. I don't know, but look me up. I'm on the news. The lady that I called and the lady that made the press release through the Ocean City Police Department last week that's been all over the news that says I am protected free speech and you can't do anything about it.
Oh, I'm not doing anything about
It was in the paper. Remember the guy with the sign on the boardwalk? That's me.
I wasn't. I've been on vacation for 2 weeks.
You can call, well, this was 2 weeks ago. You can call Officer Matthew Foreskin, Corporal Matthew Foreskin, Ocean City PD. Ask who the guy with the sign is. He'll tell you in 2 seconds. He's working tonight.
So you don't want to give me your ID?
I didn't commit a crime. Otherwise, I would gladly ID if I committed a crime, but I didn't commit a crime.
We're just having a conversation.
Right. This is a consensual encounter. This is not a detainment. I'm not being detained, nor am I being arrested.
No, I don't plan on arresting you. You're doing free speech.
Right. So why would I ID to free speech? It's a constitutionally protected right to all American citizens.
I'm just here talking.
You can call me good citizen. Proud to be an American. You can call me Lee Greenwood. You can call me anything except for late to dinner.
Too. He just doesn't want to have to give you his ID.
I respect the Constitution.
So you just don't like Larry Hogan and...
I can't stand Larry Hogan's lockdown BS, what he's done to this state. I don't like anything.
My family moves a lot of business. We're in
He's ruined everyone's lives that I know. Why would I like the guy? Seriously.
Come on, man. We're missing the fun.
Hey, you too, officer.
Hi, sir. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Pretty amazing myself. I'm Sergeant Keller. I'm with Easton Police. This encounter is being audibly and visually recorded.
Yeah.
As you are as well.
Yep.
So, I assume you know why I'm here. Actually,
I have no idea. You hate free speech or you love free speech and you want to get a picture of it.
well, I enjoy free speech.
Do you? Awesome.
And
I'm engaged in it.
You certainly appear to be.
Have been for 6 weeks, every day.
I know. I actually looked you up on Facebook. I saw down to Ocean City, I guess, right?
Oh yeah, I've been all over.
That's correct. So look, man.
See, Ocean City was so nice to me, I didn't even post the videos online. because they did absolutely nothing at all slightly remarkable. So their videos aren't on my YouTube channel at all because they were just that nice to me.
What? So,
Oh, they were great. I'm going back there now. Yeah.
So look, I totally support freedom of speech. I mean, part of my job is to uphold the Constitution, right?
Yeah, you swore an oath, and this is the First Amendment, right to petition, the right to redress of grievances, the right to file a complaint, freedom of political speech, freedom of expression, and this is my public art as well as my political speech, so I'm double protected. And right now I'm engaged in another constitutionally protected activity, which is I am a citizen journalist, and this is freedom of the press. You're going on YouTube. So I'm covering the activities that the government in this area is engaged in and matters of public interest regarding the government's activities, specifically you, because you walked up to me.
Yep, I sure did.
Yep.
So we're just having a consensual conversation.
Right, and I'm not being detained at all because I've done nothing wrong.
Absolutely not.
Cool.
So all I wanted, so obviously I didn't come out here for no reason, okay? Just because I saw you with the sign, I came out here because someone complained.
Hey, that's their right to file a complaint.
It is.
Yeah.
And our job is to investigate complaints.
Cool.
And I don't think the complaint is the message, because I think there's a lot of people out there that probably, well, I know for a fact based on the news and social media that they share the same views as you do.
They all
about the
do.
government.
I get more support than I do Karens complaining.
But I think the issue that they have with it is that
My constitutionally protected free speech, they don't like the words I use, that's not your business.
so,
It's not your right to regulate my free speech. You're not the free speech police, and I will not have my voice silenced by you picking and choosing what words I use. It's not happening.
I was just trying to have a man-to-man conversation about the impact that a sign like this could have on, say,
There's children everywhere in public. So that's saying that these words aren't allowed to be used anywhere because everywhere in public people bring their damn kids. I have kids too, and they take their pictures with this sign. I am not teaching my kids to be afraid of words, to be cowards like that. I'm teaching them to be able to storm the beaches at Normandy and not be sitting there looking for a safe space, worried about melting because they're a bunch of snowflakes. That's not what my kids will be. They won't be afraid of nothing.
Well, and this gentleman shares. Obviously, you have a view. I have a different.
We all have views, and they're all equally irrelevant to rights. Your view, my view, his view has nothing to do with my free speech. It's set in stone. Karen, I can't hear you, Karen.
So, I was going to come out here. I had no idea who I was dealing with or what the situation was. As I said, I'm doing my job and come out here.
I'm the guy that's been doing this every day for 6 weeks in protest to Governor Larry Hogan. I'm the guy that's been all over the news. I'm the guy that Larry Hogan's personal Colonel Michael Wilson tried to arrest because he said my free speech was obscene. I said, are you arresting me for an obscenity law? He says, no, I'm going to arrest you for trespassing on the state capitol steps. I said, it's public property, you're allowed to be here, and your website says that you're allowed to protest on the Capitol grounds. That's where you go to redress grievances with the government, is directly to the State House. So long story short, I'm used to all this. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not leaving. I will not move an inch. I'm not doing anything illegal. As you said, I'm not being detained. So, I mean, if you want to talk to me about the content of my speech, I'll talk all day, but I'm not going to stop displaying my free speech.
Well, I was hoping to have a different outcome. I would thought maybe you would see things from my perspective, but obviously...
Wait, we have different perspectives. Thank you for your support.
And, I'm sure you have, as we see...
I have more supporters than detractors. As far as my count of waves versus people making the O face.
Well, I don't know how you come up with your numbers. So
Well, when people wave at me and smile and laugh, those are supporters. When people make the O face, that's a detractor. So when people get all offended, that's a detractor.
I think that's a very subjective way of counting.
Yeah, but it's my way, and there's no standard that you can regulate. So there's nothing in the COMAR, there's nothing in the Maryland Criminal Code about free speech and whether or not it offends someone else, negating my free speech rights. It's unequivocal that I can say whatever I want, and you can't do anything about it. Nothing. I've gone to head with state's attorney's offices all over the state of Maryland, and they all tell the cops to back down. There's nothing you can do, and they all do the walk of shame, walking away with no outcome other than they just made an extra YouTube video for me. If I choose to put them up. I don't put most of them up because most of the cops respect my rights and don't try to lie like Bowie just did. Bowie just tried to say that it would be disorderly conduct if my free speech offended someone and that they then complain. And I was like, that's not the definition of disorderly conduct, and you can't try and put that on free speech. You know, they're getting offended is their own self-inflicted wound. It has nothing to do with me. Half the people get offended, half the people don't. It's not up to me to decide whether you're thin-skinned or a normal person that can take it.
I don't disagree with you.
So you just came over here to say you're my biggest fan.
I'm saying, you know, that I'm a fan of the Constitution. I am a fan of free speech. I'm not a fan, personally, me as a person, I'm not a fan of your son because I as a person and a father, would not want my kids to come down the street and see that.
Sticks and stones can break your bones, but words can't hurt you. And if you're raising your kids to be afraid of words, that's ridiculous. My kids are afraid of getting, grounded. They're afraid of getting time out. They're not afraid of, a word scaring them. And they're not afraid of ghosts either.
It's about being scared. I think
Listen,
it's more about...
here's the deal. There is this word, the cunt word, the Latin word for cunt is cunes. So it's been around forever. But recently, people decided to take offense to it. Now, in Latin, the word was used freely to describe women. Bitchy women. Okay, now when you use it to describe bitchy women, they get all in a tizzy. Okay, but back in Latin times, that wasn't the case. So if the word is in Latin, and it's been around since Latin times, why is it now all of a sudden faux pas to use it? When I use that word with a woman, it's just pro forma, sir. Pro forma. Okay?
Okay. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Hey, back at you.
And, whatever you're trying to accomplish through this, I mean, I hope you get your self-satisfaction out of it.
Yeah, I hope he lifts all the restrictions and fucks off like he should, because he's just a tyrant. He's a Nazi. He shouldn't be acting like this. He doesn't have any right to tell me to wear a mask, not to wear a mask, for the movie theaters to be closed. He doesn't have any right to do any of that.
Okay. Well, you have a great day.
Hey, you too.
Stay hydrated.
Oh, I'll try. Bye.
I'm not gonna walk backwards in a walk of shame.
Uh-oh. You're doing the backwards walk of shame?
That was some outstanding work by Mr. Porter, and just a short period of time, he's shown us that he can do really good work. Make sure you go subscribe to Mr. Porter. I'm sure he's going to get over 1,000 subscribers after this video. I'll see you guys over there in this comment section. Thank you.